What a game. I mean, what a game. You know, I can do this the easy way, I can do it wrong. The crazy thing about it is, I probably would be fine right now had we not won the game. But I'm going to keep the focus on the most important thing is our players and our coaching staff. I mean, I thought they did a tremendous job, you know, throughout the game, getting into halftime. You know, these guys, these young men believe, and they're fighting. And the message that we want to send today to everybody is, man, we're going to fight. Like, we're going to fight. Like, you know, do I like the fact that, you know, we have a bunch of technicals or DJ Horn was so excited at the end that he was waving to somebody, you know. No, I don't. But what I will say is I'm telling you now, we ain't going to get pushed around. It's just not going to happen. And that's nothing against Wake Forest. Steve has done a tremendous job with his program. That's a really good basketball team. But, you know, we're 5-1. And, you know, we wanted to show everybody we have worked our ass off to win 3 road games. And the thing we talked about coming into this game is not giving them back. And, you know, it's a weird deal, man. It's been a weird deal for me all day long. I don't know that I've ever had a game where we scored 83 points and not made 1 3-point shot. And I don't want to do that very often. But I thought some guys, DJ didn't play very well. He was sick. I think he's got that little stomach virus that's going around. I thought Ben was tremendous. I thought he really did a good job. DJ Horn made great plays. You know, I'm sitting back in the locker room. I'm yelling at the TV. Jaden Taylor, what a great stop when he got on the floor and called a timeout and did some good things. But it's a good win for us. You know, we needed one. I know a lot of you guys have wrote about we needed one. Well, we got one, and we want to continue to build on it and continue to get better. So, questions?
Kevin, you want to explain the technical foul before we went into that moment? It was quite a moment.
I deserved the technical because I thought the call was awful. I thought they missed the call. I thought, you know, Dennis, I thought he got fouled. In comparison to the way all calls were made, I didn't think I deserved to get tossed. I didn't see the second one coming that quick. So that would be something that we will talk about. I absolutely knew what I was doing on the first one, but not the second one.
Can you paint a picture of me, like your surroundings and what's going on as that sequence with the double text was taking place?
Which one? What are you talking about?
At the very end of the game, where you're at.
No, well, here's the crazy thing about it. I'll tell you this is a funny story. I'm sitting in the back, and I don't know when that double check was, but for some reason my TV blacked out at that point. And so I'm running around, and there's a manager back there. He's taping the game. His computer blacked out, and I grabbed his phone, and I'm trying to get on it. I try to get on my phone to get it. So something that I didn't see, I saw in the replay, but I had to go back and look at it. So I can't paint a picture for you for that.
Yeah, I mean, what can a win, comeback performance like this do for a team moving forward?
Well, I think it shows that we're growing. You know, 2 areas that I thought we were great. Look at what we did. We got 30 points off the bench, okay, and then we had 50 points in the paint. This is on a night when we didn't make a 3-pointer. This is on the night when DJ Burns wasn't DJ Burns. So I think what it does is it gives our guys great confidence that know that, you know, we've talked about winning all type of games. They're going to be all type of games. You got to win some games Notre Dame in the 50s. You got to win some games on the road. You got to win some games when you don't make shots. Well, this was a game where we were at home. We didn't make shots. Guys came in, and we had the refuse to lose mentality, and I think I love that part about it. You know, I think this team is growing in a lot of ways, and I appreciate the hard work that we're putting in to get there.
Kevin, after the UNC game, you talked about how when the shots weren't going, the defense started to suffer. It seems tonight you guys were really locked in defensively, even when the shots were going for a 40-minute contest.
Yeah, you go back to that game. I mean, I thought we played well enough defensively. Obviously, Carolina can score a lot of points. You know, you hold a team to 67 points, and you don't shoot the ball well. If you shoot the ball better, you give yourself a chance to win. But where we're growing at is that, you know, we're not just relying so much on our offense. On nights when our offense don't go, we're trying to find some ways to, you know, get something off our defense and get some easy baskets. And I think that's where we're maturing at.
5-1 in ACC play for the first time time in 30-plus years, just what does that say about, so many new guys this year, the way they've recruited all of these?
Yeah, this team won't get a lot of credit for that. When we were 3-0, it'd been a long time. When we were 4-1, it'd been a long time. Now we're 5-1, but we won't get a lot of credit for that. But I think all of these guys deserve the credit because we're doing some things that haven't happened in a long time, and it's good basketball. And these guys are getting better, and they're winning in a lot of different ways. And so, I'm proud of them. They know it. We talk about it. It's things that we don't talk about before the game. I don't say, hey, if you win the game, you're going to be, you're doing something since '89. We talk about it after. But that's with today's kids, you got to give them things to be proud of. And the history of NC State is so strong. We've had some great teams, and but we've done some good things this year with this group, and we want to continue to grow.
What do you think of your coaching staff?
I thought they did a tremendous job. I really did. I'm sitting there. Kareem obviously led them, but I thought Joel and Levi and Steve and Larry. I thought they were all great, and I have a great staff. The staff that we put together was really good and instrumental in us going with 23 wins last year and 12-8 and full confidence. I talked at the half and told them the team what I expected. But I wanted those guys to put their own imprint on the game, so I'm not one of those guys that was back in the locker room sending notes from a manager. I don't do that. You got them, you got them. And I thought they did a good job of executing and timeouts and all that other stuff. And I'm telling you, man, I was sitting back there. I was a fan. I was jumping up and down. I was mad when we missed the free throw. I was mad when we did a couple crazy things at the end. It was a weird game. Nothing was going our way. Didn't feel like we were getting much help in any area, and certainly we found a way to win the game.
After it was over, you came back out, you threw some fist pumps around, you got the crowd going. What was that like for you?
It was great, man, because it was for me getting out there celebrating those guys and what they did. That's like I wanted to meet them at the tunnel to show them how I appreciated how hard they worked and how they found a way to win, and we jumped up and down, we celebrated. I've been under the weather for at least 3-4 days, and so I've tried to keep my distance from everybody. I thought it was a perfect game for the assistant coaches. I hadn't been on the floor for 2 days. I kind of coached from the balcony, and I was yelling from the balcony because I didn't want to breathe on anybody, and they did a good job in the last couple of days of practice, and it was an exciting moment for me. I turned into the ultimate fan.
Have you had many ejections? Less than 5? Like your whole coaching career?
Yeah, less than 5. So when you get less than 5, then who do you blame? I don't know.
You're racking them up this year.
Yeah.
You're racking them up this year.
Well, hey, I'm fighting more. Fighting more. You guys like fight, don't you?
Well, I'm picking up on a theme. If I'm wrong on that, tell me. But you started off with, you wrote we needed this one. Not getting a lot of credit. Just the fight thing. Am I wrong on that theme?
Yeah, no question. We're the least talked about team in the league that was 4-1. We were the least talked about team that was 3-0. We got our area has really good basketball, and I'm talking about Duke, Carolina, and Wake. And I told our team we're the least talked about out of everybody, but when you pull up the stats, we got the same record as everybody. So it's a fight.
Well, what happens when they do start talking about you?
Nothing. We're going to do the same thing. Like, here's what I will tell you, Joe. This team is so locked into what we do. Nothing that anybody says on the outside is going to define how we play. You guys are going to write whatever you want to write regardless. You got a story to write. It's completely up to you. I understand that part of it.
We'll podcast it.
We'll podcast it, yes. You will podcast it. But we're gonna just play and we'll figure it out at the end. That's all we're going to do.
Speaking of the fight, what did you think about Ben Middleditch showing emotion at the end of the game with Dan one, all that situation at the end?
Yeah, I didn't see that in one. I had to go back and look at that one.
What did you think about
All I know is a guy gets an and one and then he gets tossed to never be able to shoot his own free throw. I don't know if I've ever seen that. And then I don't know what happened with Mo and Silas, but what I was told was they both headbutted each other. Did they? I don't know.
One's shorter than the other, right?
Yeah, so I don't.
You've never been more like us than the Wi-Fi went out on you.
Yeah. Is it the building, Joe? I mean,
Welcome to our world.
is that a shot at Craig in the building?
That's right.
Okay.
It's not Greg's fault.
Craig wants to wrap it up. Shit, I'm gonna stay here for about 10 more questions, dog. It's just fun, man. I mean, like, listen, hey, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of people talking about how we ain't tough enough. We're pretty damn tough today, right? Okay? I'm not gonna go get any bourbon because I don't drink, but it was a hell of a night for us.
So you're sounding like another NC State coach.
Really?
Just asking.
Put your hand in the door.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just want to be Kevin Keatts.
Are you a basketball player?
No. You're right, Craig. You're